Okay, guys. This is the moment of truth. Can we resync Winnie the Pooh Adventures in the 100 Acre Wood using non-equal length frames the way that Gambate was intended to be used? And fix our desync issues for the whole TAS. Let's see if we can find anything else out about this game. So the game is supposedly a story like game crossover. It has like little mini games with these puzzles and mazes that basically serve as like gates into the story of some of the movies. So it takes like the biggest plot points of the different Winnie the Pooh movies from the, like, I want to say the 80s, and it just shoves them all into the beginning and ending of these little mini games that have nothing to do with the plot of the movie. This is the first console Winnie the Pooh game. It was developed by New Kid Co., which also did a Tiny Toon Adventures game, a bunch of Sesame Street games for the PlayStation primarily, a little bit for the Game Boy Color too. They did some Dragon Tales games. They did some Tom and Jerry games. They did some E.T. games, which is hilarious. They did some E.T. games. That's like the most cursed thing you can do as a developer. They made so many E.T. games. They made 7 E.T. games between 2001 and 2002. It was spun off from Soft Squad Software, which apparently made the first commercial HTML editor. The company that owned this publisher got bought out by Corel, the desktop, like, Word doc suite. The competitor to the old competitor to Office. Yeah, this is the craziest story. Oh, they were partnered with Ubisoft. The company that made this game was partnered with Ubisoft originally to do their releases in Europe because New Kid Co. didn't have a European publishing office. But yeah, they eventually went under in 2005. Okay, so that was just the publisher, though. So I've tracked down the developer of the game was TAS Software, which also did Dragon Warrior Monsters, Dragon Warrior 1 and 2, Metal Gear Ghost Babel, Dragon Warrior 3, and Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. They also, on the original Game Boy, so that was their Game Boy Color lineup. On the Game Boy, they did Boxing, Karakuri Kengao Den Musashi Lord, Soccer. They made Yoshi's Cookie. The developer of this game also made Yoshi's Cookie. The things you learn. The Yoshi's Cookie port for the Game Boy and NES, that is. They did not make the SNES version of Yoshi's Cookie. They also made the Game Boy Namco Gallery Volumes 1, 2, and 3, and the Sports Collection, which was a compilation of the original game Boxing, Roadster, Soccer, Seaside Volley, and Dodge Boy. Oh, okay, so these developers, though, TOS, did Paper Mario the Origami King in 2020. So they are still around making games in 2020. And this is all unofficial information, because a lot of these games that were released by publishers. So Big Bass, I've been looking through the history of the developer and publisher of this game. So the publisher was this company, New Kid Co. New Kid Co. contracted out the licensing to TOS, who made a whole bunch of like classic Nintendo games. Like, they made all the Dragon Warrior games for the Game Boy. The Game Boy Color, specifically. And they made the Game Boy Yoshi's Cookie port. And they're still active today. And they made the Switch Paper Mario Origami King game.
Maybe you should try to find one of the developers. Get a developer commentary going for this game.
That'd be hilarious. I don't know if it's the same people, of course, but like also apparently,
no, that's true.
Apparently, this is like all super secret because they're doing all these development things, like the Paper Mario development, as like subcontracts under the table. You know, like Nintendo doesn't like talking about which development studio is making which game.
Oh, that's interesting.
So this developer probably wouldn't even want to talk about having made this game.
but it's from so many years ago. And it's Winnie the Pooh. I mean, can you imagine going to court about Winnie the Pooh?
It is a Winnie the Pooh game. And yeah, this is a resync of Winslinator's TAS. It's the 100% category, so it tries to get a good ending, as Big Bass was talking about a little bit earlier. There's a lot of different endings this game has. What he does with glitching out Pooh's sprite is pretty funny. Just like flicking it back and forth really quickly. I do like that. A little stylistic touch. Yeah, so this minigame, you're supposed to hide from Tigger, so you just, like, run back and forth constantly. Okay, so Tigger reunited with Rabbit. We collected all 8 books. We got a present from Christopher Robin. And Tigger found his family tree. Oh no! Rue used a super bounce to save Tigger. Nice. Oh, right, because in one of the movies, Tigger's like wondering where all the Tiggers went, so they have to like teach him that the real family is the friends that you made along the way. And then that's the ending. So we did it. We console verified Winnie the Pooh. And I don't know why it works. Because a movie made in BizHawk on the same revision with equal length frames turned on does not sync. So that's interesting.
Don't question it, just be happy it's done, it's verified, it works.
Yep. Anyway, I actually am going to leave for now. Got another hour and a half of streaming in, but that's gonna be it after the end of the credits here. I'm glad we got this thing verified.
Between the scam eBay listing and the equal length frames and everything else, it's been quite an adventure.
Yeah, an adventure in 100 Acre Wood.
Exactly.
And now I'm a graduate, and I have the end screen. Okay, cool. We got back to the title screen, so that's it. That's all the content that this game has to offer. It's 100%.